fellow Leo, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy here at the Renaissance Tarot, where I serve and I slay real good. I miss you so much, my dear fellow Leo. So today I'm going to be doing your reading about you and your person more in depth, their feelings, potential actions towards you. I'm going to see the main challenge, past, present, and future. I will also get some final advice, and this is going to be for you for the next few days, possibly a week and a half or so, since we're having the lunar eclipse that's coming up on September 7th. So I want to express my gratitude and my thankfulness to each and every one of you for being here, my beautiful Leos, fellow Leos, Henry, Michael, Arman. Now, Leo, I want to thank you for your kindness and for your presence into the channel. Thank you so much for everything, my dear fellow Leo. I decided to sacrifice me going live onto the channel and providing more in-depth one-on-one reading with you and all the other signs. Pre-record this because I set an intention. I've been fasting and wanting to bring the clarity that you need. Now, these are general readings, so they may resonate with you and they may not. Also, final good news. Remember when I mentioned, Leo, that nobody messes with Leos, right? Because we have big hearts, we're very generous. The person who stole my videos and created an account, fake account on TikTok with 31,000 followers is banned and gone. That account is no longer available. So I took the right action and I banished it, okay? Because nobody plays with Arman. Especially nobody plays with the Leo. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So the energy between you and this person is the Queen of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, there is a Five of Cups. So the energy here between you and this person and the challenge is bringing this connection into some sort of a stability here. You could be dealing with an earth sign. I'm getting here Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The devil here is also in the near future. And there is some sort of an argument and a conflict that needs to be resolved. I feel like a lot of you, your energy, Leo specifically, is literally screaming confidence and is talking about you gaining this sense of power within yourself, getting back on track, sitting back on throne. Many of you are focused on money, career, big shifts are happening for you, Leo. But what you don't see coming here is that there is some sort of a situation that you've been really hoping to heal with. That situation carries the potential for it to heal. Okay, so there is the Star and the Five of Cups. Something here actually disappointed you big time in the recent past. One of the things that I see here was the Seven of Swords. Someone here was not being honest with you, possibly lying, cheating, whatever it was. And you basically have been coming out of this storm and still shining and still being very confident. We are gonna get back to this and clarify shortly. In the recent past, dear Leo, you have the Nine of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Four of Swords. So it looks like in the recent past, you and this person stopped talking, okay? There was a communication that paused, that came to an end. Some of you were dealing with either a Pisces or a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Someone here stopped talking to you and it caused a lot of stress, okay? Four of Swords. And I think that even though there was a situation where you and this person did not really communicate, and there was a lot of stress about it, I think that this kind of allowed you to embark onto a journey of a lot of healing. We're going to clarify this shortly. In the present moment, dear fellow Leo, you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. So I'm going to keep it, concise and precise, and, I get to the point. It looks like that there is someone here that might be wanting to offer new love to you, and you have to decide who you're going to choose to be with. Okay, because there is possibly a new love entering into your life. Could be another water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Someone here could be making an offer to you, and here's the thing. You're going to be at the crossroads of making an important decision here, because for many of you, I do see here you, settling down. Possibly you are thinking about maybe buying a home, buying a house. There is a strong sense of wanting to really bring your life into another level of stability. And this is going to require you to make the right decision. In the near future, you have the Four of Wands, Five of Wands, and the Devil. So remember that conflict and that unresolved and unfinished business that you had with a very specific person in the past, Leo. So it looks like there's someone here who is possibly going to make an attempt to come towards you and resolve this. But you gotta be aware, okay? You gotta make sure that this person is not coming out of, lust. They're not really trying to create any kind of disharmony between you and them. They're not really trying to come as being very deceptive, okay? So we're gonna talk about this shortly. Now, let's get into your reading, Leo, fellow Leo, and let's get some clarification. Is this the sun? That is the sun. That's you at the bottom of the deck, Leo. I love that. Leo, my cutie patootie Leo. When I come back from Dr. Joe Dispenza's retreat in September, we're in September, there is going to be a big change. I have the biggest surprise of all times that has ever existed, because it's not just the lions, it's not just Henry and Michael. There is something else that's going to be added to the view. Take a guess. So your challenge, fellow Leo, is the Queen of Pentacles, and it is clarified by the King of Wands, that's you, the Lovers, and the Chariot. Your challenge here has to do a lot, Leo, and you have the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Your challenge here, Leo, has to do a lot with the fact that you are wanting to make a decision here, whether you want to move forward or you want to hang on to this person. First of all, you're headed towards a direction where there is someone new coming into your life. There is a new love that's going to appear in your life, because that's what I see in the present moment. I like to explain the cards, and they're very much in sync, Leo. So your decision has to do a lot with your sense of stability. I feel like that for many of you have been really saying to yourself, I'm not going to settle for less. Yes, there is an unresolved conflict. There is an issue that happened between me and another person, but I'm not going to be in this place of constantly waiting, okay? So when you really decide to move forward, when you really decide to be the Chariot and take charge of a situation and say, you know what, I'm actually gonna move forward. Maybe some of you are saying, I'm not really looking for love anymore. And you can see the Knight of Wands is actually looking the other way, which I really don't believe. But I feel like that for many of you, you're becoming very much detached from even trying to look for anyone out there. You just know that the best one is prepared for you. And whoever you have been dealing with, you have probably given them the ultimatum here to really heal and to free themselves. So, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, sprinkle, sprinkle. You know that there was some sort of lies, deception, dishonesty with this person, and for whatever reason, you still want to have that closure, or you wanted to have that closure, but I feel like you have come to the realization that you don't have to wait for them, you don't have to force anything. Five of Cups, the Star, and the Seven of Swords. So I do strongly feel like here, again, what comes into your mind is trust issues. I see here trust issues with this person, not really wanting to even actually proceed forward with any action as of now. The reason why is because you know that there was something about this person's behavior that made you question later. I'm getting curious, somebody was possibly, they had addictions, alcohol, sex, compulsive behavior, hidden agendas, whatever the reason was, it was very mysterious, okay, and questionable for you. So Leo, I'm gonna clarify the recent past for you. The Knight of Swords is clarified by the Lovers, the High Priestess, and the Page of Swords. Excuse me. Remember when I was saying that something was very questionable for you? That's the High Priestess. You started questioning this connection. You started questioning this relationship, and you know what? Actually asking questions is the right thing. There is no stupid question. I think that your intuition, your gut, your consciousness, your mind was telling you that something was off. You were onto something here, okay? And this created a lot of stress for many of you, because you said to yourself, you know what? I'm actually overly invested into this relationship, into this connection. Why is this happening? Like, why is this person causing me so much stress? And you didn't wanna maybe accept the reality that what was actually happening. Somebody here really needed to heal. Somebody here really needed to take accountability and ownership. So your intuition was also telling you to take initiative, maybe to question something. Page of Swords, it's it's someone that takes action, logical, right? In an initiation of some sort of a conversation. The Hangman here is talking about you having some sort of a major realization in the past. So let's clarify the Hanged Man in the recent past for you. Some of you are dealing with the water sign. I'm getting here heavy water. So the Hangman here in the recent past, dear Leo, is clarified by the 8 of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the 2 of Wands. Okay, and you know, I'm your fellow Leo. I love a good Ace of Wands. So in the recent past, I do feel like here that for many of you, we're very quick to realize what you really needed to do with your decision. You're a very smart sign. We are very smart. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So for a lot of you, I feel like that something here really eliminated for you, and you came into realization that, you know what, honestly, I'm going to have a brand new beginning to myself. I'm going to give a brand new beginning to myself. Something about your future here, your travels, your home, you decided to come out of your comfort zone. You were very to catch on something, and I see here disconnection. Okay, stop talking to each other, ghosting, not communicating to one another. And also I want to mention, whether cross-watcher or not, we're not here to put any other sign down. We're not putting anyone down. Okay, we're being very mindful, very demure. Now, the 4 of Swords here is clarified by the Emperor. Some of you are dealing with an Aries, King of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, somebody here cut you off in the recent past, or you cut somebody off out of your life. Okay, very straightforward, cut it to the chase energy. I'm getting curious also, maybe you and this person had some sort of like power struggles, potentially unequal give and take exchange energy, potentially also breadcrumbing was happening, what was taking place between you and this person. So I see here you and this person having a lot of conflicts and arguments here. Someone here was being very aggressive, or at least passive aggressive. The situation unfolded in a way that actually made you feel like it just was not, it wasn't worth for you to really invest your time into it. And I'm seeing here a lot of conflicts. Now, ever since you have shifted your focus, Leo, something has very profound happened in your life, or is going to happen. Okay, so you have the 10 of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the 7 of Cups. So there is some sort of there's a new love coming into your life. Okay, someone that's very mature, a person is going to enter into your life, and you're going to be standing in front of a choice. You really, really need to solidify your decision, what you want to do, because in the near future, there is a resurfacing of an individual that you had a conflict with, the Devil and the 5 of Wands, excuse me. And we're having the lunar eclipse. Let me explain real quick. The lunar eclipse, that's going to happen in the sign of Pisces during Virgo season, right? The moon in general, the crayfish that's coming out of the water in the original moon tarot picture photo, it talks about things that were suppressed in your subconscious mind, in your unconscious mind. Things were suppressed down, were not expressed. Those things are actually going to be coming forward, and we need to be prepared for that. We don't see it coming, but it's coming up. Something here is going to come to the surface and be eliminated, right? And you are the sun, you are the ruler. So nothing is going to be hidden from your sight. Whatever is meant to come to the surface, it is going to. The 10 of Pentacles in the present moment is clarified by the 7 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 7 of Wands. Boom, right there. The 7 of Swords is the lies and the deception that keeps coming up. And the Wheel of Fortune here is talking about turning point, shift, events. You're no longer going to find yourself being in a connection with this specific person that's going to lie, that's going to cheat, that's going to be dishonest with you. Also, the Wheel of Fortune here has Anubis, right? That red figure that is actually spinning the wheel. That is the god of the afterlife. And this talks about whatever's got to end, whatever's got to go is going to go. Okay? And a lot of you have been really like deep within yourself. As a Leo, I know how you feel, so I'm going to say this. Many of you have been really questioning, is there really someone out there that's going to commit to me, that's going to be very devoted, very dedicated, that I can actually form a family with and just like live a very happy life? Well, that's changing for you. And I'm a fellow Leo, I'm a straight shooter. I'm not one of those, shuffle cards, things like that, giving you some illusions and delusions. I keep it very real and I talk about how. So, Leo, what's going to end up happening for you is that there is a turning point. Also, this has to do a lot with your abundance, with your money, with your financial situation. Okay, Wheel of Fortune is literally talking about everything is going to work out for the better. It's a transition, it's a shift. We're also actually changing the seasons as well, at least where I'm at right now. Now, I know many of you, like in Australia, it's springtime over there, it's full time here. So in the present moment, let's talk about the Knight of Cups. I'm going to clarify the Knight of Cups here for you in the present moment. And it is clarified by the Nine of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the Strength. Wow. Possibly, wow. Leo, there is someone here that's going to come into your life that's going to bring a lot of emotional stability and happiness towards you. Look at the Strength card. You see my cards are always on point, right? I just have the camera in this angle position here because I'm just like trying it something new and just want to have this direct eye contact. So I feel like, I mean, it was eye contact too before, but like this is just a different way. Now, in the near future, in the present moment, you know something, someone is coming into your life. The Queen of Cups is someone that's very compassionate, very loving, very understanding. Nine of Cups is someone who is, with the Queen of Cups, is someone who is going to actually contribute to your happiness, contribute to your sense of fulfillment, rather than take away from you, rather than take it away from you. You know what I'm saying? Like how some people or certain individual used to just take away from you, right? You know what I'm talking about. That's not going to be the case anymore, because someone here is coming towards your way to actually add on, okay, the cherry on top, rather than take it away from you. Now, Seven of Cups, he was talking about you're going to be standing in front of choices, and you got to make a very important decision here, how you want to proceed forward when this person shows up in your life. And you need to choose between the old person, what you want to do with that person and that energy, and the new person. So the Seven of Cups here is clarified by the Empress, the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Here is the thing. I'm going to say it. I feel like that for some of you, this is what you're going to do. Maybe this is not what you want to hear, but I'm not here to tell people what they want to hear. I'm here to tell people what they need to hear. So what you're going to tell to this person with the Queen of Swords energy, fellow Leo, is basically you're going to let them know that you're pursuing a relationship. Sorry, too late. The ring has bell. Okay, so the bell has rung, whatever. Now, energies change every week, right? This could be maybe for 10 Leos, could be for 100 Leos, but I'm gonna tell you that's what I'm feeling here for you. You're gonna let this person know that even if they try to make an offer to you, you're gonna be like, look, I am actually being treated like an empress and I'm being taken care of. And I wanna be honest with you, I'm not ghosting you, but I'm in a relationship. I already have the love offer. What do you want? Seven of Cups. But I want to be with you, Leo. You were the best thing that ever happened to me. I just cannot live without you. You know, Leo, but I know once in a lifetime, as a Leo, I'm a once in a lifetime experience for you and a person for you. So if you fumbled it, you fumbled it. Ain't nobody got to sit here and wait. You need to heal your soul, and you need to really come to the realization that you can't just fumble a Leo like that. And I know some crosswatchers are going to be like, oh my gosh, Leos are so full of themselves. Yeah, we're not supposed to be full of anyone else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We know our worth and our value, because we have really, really big hearts, okay? And we have a hard time wearing our hearts on our sleeves, so. Only the person who's gonna treat you equally and fairly and is gonna take care of you, that's the person that's gonna be in your life. So you're gonna wanna make a decision here. Some of you are gonna choose to give an option to this person and give them a possibility. That is a personal choice that you're gonna make, okay? The Hangman at the bottom of the deck. That is gonna come from your own personal realization, and this is you seeing the situation from a different lens of view, from a different perspective. Now, Leo, in the near future, the Five of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Devil. When you're in the middle of a very happy relationship, in the middle of a very happy connection that could potentially lead to marriage, okay, between you and this person, I'm seeing here a homecoming, celebration, right? Someone here is gonna wanna come towards you and try to finish an unfinished business. Now, the Four of Wands is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. You cannot. You just can. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Look at this. No, but look at the abundance and look at the money, look at the business growing, blooming. Look at your financial independence. Look at your mega house. Look at your mega home. So much stability coming into your life. And I'm clarifying the Four of Wands. I'm so tapped in because I've been fasting since this morning also. And there is a lot of other things that I'm doing in the background for myself and for the collective. Okay, so in the near future, Leo, like I said, you have the Ten of Pentacles happening here in the present moment. Like I said, the turning point here for you that's going to take place, the turn of events, Leo, this is going to lead you to a lot of stability, a lot of money, a lot of happiness, okay? And that has to do a lot with you accepting that what is it that you've been holding on to and got to let go of that. All right, so you could be also attracting someone that has a lot of earth in their birth chart, like Capricorn, Taurus, someone that's very earthy, that's very confident. Also, this person could be a business owner, business person as well. And I do feel like here that there's gonna be so much happiness, it is literally insane. Okay, you're gonna build something very profound with this person, a lot of luxury, a lot of trips, buying a home together, moving in together. Now, Five of Wands here, Leo. This is an unfinished business here that you're gonna need to actually address. It's clarified by the Seven of Cups, the Justice, and the Temperance, okay? Some of you are possibly dealing with the Sagittarius, could be a Libra, another water sign. So when this situation here unfolds and somebody wants to say, you know what, let's actually resolve this conflict, you gotta be fair, you gotta know. You gotta let this person know, you know what, we cannot create peace. Let's make peace and move on. The Temperance here, Leo, talks about harmonizing a very difficult situation, right? Alchemizing, blending two perspectives, the two sides of the story together, and want to come out with justice, because this has to do a lot with you being fair, okay? You're not someone that just ghosts people or just like disappears. If they want to melt something and if they want to talk, you could give them an option to say, you know what, look, you treated me like an option. Okay, and you gotta be honest with this person. You treated me like a second option, like an option, someone that's like, you know what, maybe I might keep you in the background or whatever, whenever I get back to, honey, that's toxic, the devil. Now, in the near future, dear fellow Leo, the devil here in the near future is clarified by King of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, and the Four of Cups. So whoever you are either rejecting or pushing them away or whatsoever, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, I don't know, sign doesn't matter. This person is going to be very much in despair and stress over the fact that you have decided to actually make a decision for your own happiness, okay? Now, some of you are going to give this person an ultimatum, an option. That's a possibility. It is your free will. But I do see here you actually are literally glowing up and you're stepping into the timeline of your life where you're like, you know what? I'm choosing my own happiness and what's best for me. And that's going to be depending on how you are going to proceed forward with this person, with the new person. And I know a lot of people want to always hear about their past person, but that's not what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you exactly what I'm seeing here in the cards, what my intuition is telling me. And also there is so many testimonials out there, people having so much success, right? So for a lot of you, there is a lot of abundance coming in, and I'm sorry, but this person is going to have to really, really reap the consequences. The devil at the bottom of the deck, okay? The devil at the bottom of the deck, again, an indication of something here that's been very toxic, someone here that's going to keep tabs on you. They're going to want to know what's up with you. Could be a Capricorn. Okay, what's going on with you? How are you doing? Why did you because they seem to be really being in this place of Five of Cups. Someone here is going to feel the emotional loss that they actually had with you. All right, and that's a lesson for them to learn. Now, let's get into the messages of love from you to your person, from your person to you. Okay, so there is, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. For it is only in being true to yourself you can be true to others. Okay, so it's like your person is almost like kind of wanting to hold you back from making the decision here to be with someone, thinking that you are wanting to show them off something or tell them that, oh, look at me, I'm with a new person. That's not how Leos do. And sexual union. Okay, so between you and your person, from you to your person, honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, and there you will find true bliss. So is there sexual tension between you and this person? Yes, because we all saw the devil here like literally twice. So this is talking about, Leo, very strong sexual connection. Very much stronger soul tie here that you're going to be the one that's going to need to deal with this, because I feel like that the level of glow up that you have been gaining recently is going to allow you to free yourself from those shackles from the past and move towards a new destiny, move towards a new direction. Could you be with this person and give them a chance? You could, but that's going to be up to you and your decision here, okay? So let's see what is the advice for you, Leo. What is the advice? Okay, so Eight of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Emperor. You are the Emperor right now. Okay, the advice here for you, dear Leo, is to remain faithful and loyal to what it is that you truly want. This has to do a lot with your own sense of security, your own sense of stability. And if you're dealing with someone that's not being consistent, that's being wishy-washy with the Knight of Swords energy, that's not being very committed to you, and they're still trapped in their own emotions and everything, you gotta step back and get back on your throne and make the decisions that are going to make you happiness, because this is about you because of this turning point in your life, okay? So, fellow Leo, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. And I just adore you. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.